Hello and welcome back to Bridget's Queen's Crochet and Knits. I'm Bridget. Today it is 85 degrees in beautiful South Carolina, and we are going to do a little house update and a little crochet update, a little all around. So I thought I'd show you, I finally got a little work done outside. We got a bunch of bushes pulled up through here. There was a bunch of stumps, so we took the tractor and pulled all those out. Did a little decorating, little planting. The girls see me outside, so of course they've got to run their mouths. If you've seen my Instagram post, the beautiful magnolia that I posted this week, or last week it was rather, sorry. That beautiful flower came off of that tree right there, which is just a baby yet. So I'll be able to smell and see that for many years to come. Inside here, if you remember from the first video, this room here was an awful seafoam green. If you can tell now, it's a beautiful gray. This gray is referred to as winter flannel, and we went this color throughout the entire house. Other than the bathrooms, which have not been completed yet, this is my sunroom and plant room. Over on this wall here, I am going to be putting a day bed or a futon couch, so I have something to sit and crochet, enjoy my quiet space, and my plants. Sorry about that, had to get the kitty down. But this is my little Zen area. And no, ladies and gentlemen, I am not a Buddhist. I just happen to find them very relaxing. But yes, there's finally pictures on the walls even. This is going to be our den, another relaxation room for us. We have one fish tank over here that is not set up yet. One of our fish tanks got damaged in moving. It will be on this wall here. And we will have a small love seat in this room just to sit and watch the fish. The master bedroom. Bathroom has not been done yet, but we will get there. Little Miss Sassy Kitty. The god-awful red is gone out of the kitchen, thank goodness. I was happy to see that gone. Took 2 coats of paint, but yes, the kitchen looks, to me, much bigger now without it. And the woodwork stands out much better without it. And we have our dining area there. This love seat here will be moving to the den once we pick out our sofa for the living room. We left our sofa behind for the young people that bought our last home. And this is our living area here, our little movie collection, little Miss Khaleesi. And then I know quite a few people were worried about this room here in the horrendous lime green, which you can see is wonderfully gone. I was very happy to see that go. Yes, I was. This bathroom here is next. We are doing that this weekend. Laundry room is boring, but is done. My craft room is a bit of a mess. It is my craft room, and the girls hang out in here with me. The cable's being installed this weekend, or this week, so the TV will be moving. I've painted myself a chalkboard up on the wall there. The TV will be going, sorry for the fast spinning, up here. My sign will be going where the TV is. I have 16 cubes there, small cubes there. I have another, that small one up there will be going on the wall there. I have another cubicle storage there. That's a project we're going to talk about in just a moment. That dresser is full of little bits and babs. You know, your hot glue guns, your hot glue, all your little necessities that you need to have, but you have no place for them. It's all in that dresser. You have to dig, but it's all in there. And then I have, I won a Crystal Bag O' Day giveaway, and this tool chest was in there, and now it contains my beads and whatnot for a lot of my stitch marker making. So that's real nice to have and makes it very convenient to find. My sewing machine, kitty perch, my Yoda, he will be going out to the game room, and my little trolls, big puppy. I'm going to pause this right quick, show you the game room, and then we'll come back in here and talk a little crochet. Okay, I am now out in the game room, which most people would call the two-car garage, but we do not house our vehicles out here other than the motorcycle. The pool table still needs to be put together. I made the curtains for the game room, which I will take you a little closer so that you can actually see them. The ones on the doors are nothing fancy, just some plain black material. And the king picked these out here. He wanted skulls. I'm okay with skulls. I like them. So, pause one more time, and we will be back in the craft room. See you in a moment. Hello again. So, I feel like it's been forever since we actually talked about yarny stuff. I haven't been very crafty up until just a few days ago. It started out with, I picked up some cotton yarn, and I'm like, I'm going to make me a mug rug. Oh my goodness. How's that trip you up? So I just made a chain of 21, half double crocheted back, 2 rows, change colors, 1 row, 2 colors, blah, 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 back and forth. Half double crochet, nothing spectacular. Tied my ends in when I figured it was big enough. I was doing circular ones, but I don't know, this everyone's making those rectangles now, so I was like, let me try one. So it was kind of cute. I think I'll make some more. But that started it. That started getting my crojo going. Then a girlfriend of mine tagged me on Facebook with a pattern. And I'm like, ooh. Or maybe I should have gone, hoo-hoo. Because of what it was. Maybe you've seen it already because I have posted it on Facebook and on Instagram. But I couldn't help but make it. The pattern was a bear. Hardest pattern I've ever read. It just, so many patterns basically hold your hand. Now, I'm not knocking the pattern designer. I'm really not. But so many patterns hold your hand from your first stitch to your last. This pattern does not whatsoever. There are many, the pattern writer, I think, makes many assumptions that you just know what she's talking about. So if you do attempt to make this pattern, just know that ahead of time. I'm not saying you shouldn't attempt it, because I think you should. I know you can do it. If I can do it, you can. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Isn't this a gorgeous? It needs a good blocking yet. Let me stand up and show you. I'll move this chair out of the way here. I don't know if I'll be able to show it all, but I will surely try. Excuse the fat belly. But, yeah, I can't get it all in there. But each wing is an entire yardstick. So 36 inches. The body in the center is approximately 18 inches. So you can do the math on that. It's gorgeous. I think I want to get some cotton yarn and redo it in cotton so that I'll actually be able to wear it in the summertime around here, because, whew, yeah, I could use this as a blanket. I really could. But, there's the tip of the wing. Now I'll try to go slow so you can see how it kind of feathers into the white, and then from the white, excuse me, back to the blue, and then this beautiful end. Like I said, I need to block it yet, but I have to buy some mats so that I can. Unfortunately, I have not invested in blocking mats yet, because blocking has never been occurred to me before making this pattern and going, you know, that would look a lot better if it was blocked out and laid perfectly. So I will try to post pictures. I will put a link in the description box to the pattern so that if you do choose to attempt that, like I said, I think you totally should. It's only $3 and you can do it. Now, the other thing crafty I did, other than sewing the curtains, was last night. Right before I started my channel, I binge watched Debbie the Canadian Crocheter. And I said this in my first video, but if you haven't watched all of my videos, you may not know this. Debbie the Canadian Crocheter made a bunch of videos, and she obviously didn't know she was talking to me. But when I was watching her videos, it felt to me like she was talking to me specifically. And she's like, you need to do this. You need to start a channel. Try it. Go for it. You can do this. In another one of her videos, she made a project bag. And I remembered watching that video. And right before I started my channel, I emailed Debbie. I said, Debbie, I think I want to do this. I think I want to try. I've always been a very nervous person and fairly quiet and laid back. I mean, once you get to know me, I open up and I'm fun-loving and I'll laugh and I'll joke and I'll play around. But most of the time, if you have seen me, even in the lives, I say hello. And I'll ask you how you're doing. And I'll say how I'm doing. And I'll join the conversation if someone asks me a question or if I have something to share about what's being said. But other than that, I'm socially awkward, some might say. I've never been real good at making friends or approaching people. But I reached out to Debbie and I said, Debbie, I think I want to do this. And Debbie was like, you know what? Go for it. Do this. And around that time, I also watched Debbie's bag video. And I remembered that video. My memory is horrible since the first heart attack. I can't remember yesterday most of the time. But I remembered that video. And I remembered most of the steps. But I'm like, gosh, I better go find that video again. And so last night I went scrolling through Debbie's videos. And sure enough, I found it again. And I rewatched it. And as I watched it, I made something. And now it's not perfect. I messed up. But it's my very first one. And I'm so proud of it. I made me a project bag out of the leftover material from the curtains, and it's a box bottom. I don't have any holes or anything like that. Now I did put the for the cinch top. I did put those up here, but I didn't get them in straight. So one part was almost in the bag and one part was way up, so I cut it off. But I did figure out that the only part Debbie didn't have in her tutorial was for a hand strap, and I wanted me a hand strap. Well, see, I kind of made a happy little accident, and I had a little more material for the inside. And see, I made a different color for the inside because I didn't have enough material of the skulls to do the lining the same. So I chose this Halloween print that I got for 25 cents on clearance. Figured if I mess it up, it's only 25 cents, right? So I put that on the inside. Well, it was too big for the skull, so I cut it off and I sewed it up and I worked it all the way through and I sewed off the end and I made a hand strap. So after I was done and I realized I couldn't do the cinch, right? I had these magnetic buttons that I ordered for doing a bag with crystal. And I probably shouldn't have done it this way, y'all, but I put a little snip in and I put the little magnetic buttons. So I got 3 little magnetic buttons, you know, and they just clip close right there, see? But also I can take this and I can open all 3. And I can roll my bag down, see? And it sits so cute, just like that. And this bag is big enough, that is 2 Lion Brand Pound of Love. 2 Lion Brand Pound of Love. Out of a fat quarter and some leftover scraps from making some curtains. This bag cost me, 2 fat quarters, 50 cents. Well, we'll say plus the buttons, this bag cost me maybe 75 cents to $1 to make. Not bad. And I only made 1 major boo-boo. Not bad for learning. So I'm pretty proud of myself. It's not perfect. But if you make something perfect the very first time, what's the fun in trying again? Right? Well, alright everybody. I've taken up enough of your time for today. I can't wait to see you until next time. Hopefully I'll have tons more yarny stuff to show you. And it won't be so long in between videos. Until then, lots of love, lots of love, and yarny hugs. Bye for now.